Okay. Again, this was essentially what happened many times during blood transfusions before 1900s. Remember, again, that if you have an antigen against a particular blood, okay, tendency is it will fight. Okay, it will actually fight against it, leaving you what? If it fights against your blood, what will happen to your blood again? Blood clumping. Okay, result in clumping, and eventually you will die because of the clot. Remember that we need oxygen. The brain actually needs oxygen, okay, in order to survive. When Landsteiner discovered these antigens, antibodies, does type A has anti B, okay? Type B has anti A. Type AB does not have antibodies. That's why it is a universal recipient, okay? And type O has antibody of A and anti B. That's why it is universal donor. Okay? Just take down important details. Okay? Volume of blood. Okay, let's take a look at the volume of your blood. It is impossible to tell exactly how much blood a person carries. Okay? But it has been estimated that is about 1/13 of the body's weight. Okay? This volume must be maintained for two reasons. Number one, why do we need to maintain our blood? Why do we need to maintain the volume of our blood? It is important in maintaining the amount of tissue fluids. Remember that we are driven by fluids. Remember that blood carries nutrients all throughout your body. So it needs to have a certain volume. Okay? It is important in maintaining normal blood pressure. Okay? Normal blood pressure. Why? Because if you lack or the volume of your blood is lacking, tendency is what will happen? The blood pressure also will drop. Dropping of the blood pressure, meaning to say that there is a weak traveling of blood, and it can actually cause cyanosis. Number one, the blue. Okay, because again, in the absence of oxygen, we are actually color blue. Okay, and of course, if it is not maintained, you will eventually also die of lacking of oxygen, starvation of oxygen. Excessive loss of blood is fatal to a person. This is true. Okay? Excessive bleeding is fatal also. Sure. How about menstrual periods? Okay, we actually excrete a lot of blood. Yes, you are excreting a lot of blood. That is the main reason why you need to have a rest in order for your red bone marrow to create more red blood cells. And you need to take supplements. Okay, girls? Ferrosulfate. You take ferrosulfate, girls. Okay? However, in case excessive loss of blood, the person must be given blood transfusion immediately. However, a person cannot be given just any blood. Of course, you need to know your blood type and your RH factor. Okay? The blood type of the donor must be compatible with the recipient to prevent clumping of the red blood cells. That is why the Philippine National Red Cross is appealing for blood donations from healthy men and women between ages 18 to 60. Again, it is advisable to donate blood. To tell you honestly, I am a volunteer, okay, in Red Cross before donating blood. But when I was diagnosed with high blood pressure and I have maintenance, I cannot donate blood because of my maintenance for high blood pressure. So those healthy men and women, you can actually donate. Okay? And it is also healthy because again, you can actually replace immediately your blood. Okay? With proper fluid and rest, you can actually replace them. Sir, what is the advisable month or the duration before we have again another donation? Advisable is 3 months to 6 months. Then you can actually donate again. Okay, let's move forward. Again, please take down important details. Tisha and Gabe, are you still with us?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Tissue fluids, lymph, and lymph vessels. Again, do not be confused with these terminologies, right? I am presenting you these terminologies not to confuse you, but to inform you that it actually exists. And we will actually try to prove this, if this is really true. Sir, are those true? We need a proof. Of course. That's why we have laboratory. Okay? This is just theoretical. Okay? I am introducing you a lot of terminologies in order for you to familiarize. And of course, we will have the laboratory in order for us to prove that this is true. Okay? Tissue fluids, lymph, and lymph vessels. As blood passes through capillaries, water and dissolved substances, oxygen, amino acids, simple sugars, your sugars in the blood, and others filter through capillary walls, forming what is known as tissue fluids. Okay? Blood proteins and most blood cells remain in the blood and do not pass through the capillary walls. The tissue fluid is in direct contact with the cells. So when it passes through, okay, your blood vessels or capillary walls, it will eventually what? Absorb by the capillary walls and distributed by the tissue fluid through a tissue fluid going to the cell because it is directly connected. The tissue fluids there are directly connected to the cells. That's the main reason. Isha and Gabriel, do you have any question?
No, chair.
No, sir.
Okay, let's continue. Still have 5 minutes. Since the concentration of oxygen and other needed materials in the tissue fluid is greater than inside the cell, these substances diffuse into the cell. Similarly, waste materials including carbon dioxide diffuse out of the cells into the tissue fluid and then into the blood where their concentration is least from greater concentration to lesser concentration. Just like when you actually have a when you put an egg in water with salt. There are a lot of salt outside, correct? So what will happen to the salt going to the egg? The salt there will actually travel. It will penetrate in the egg from greater concentration to lesser concentration. That is what is happening now in um your cells, in your red blood cells. So therefore, how can we collect the waste materials is through this way, the concentration gradient, from greater concentration to lesser concentration, and then expelled. Okay? Do you have any question? We actually doing the waste disposal in our body, in our blood, through diffusion. From greater concentration of waste to lesser concentration, so that it will actually brought by the blood going to the heart. Okay? Here comes our cycle. This is part of the circulatory system. I think it's already time. We are not done yet with the theoretical. Anyway, let's take it slow. Okay? Nothing to hurry. Okay? But these are your coverage for the master test. Your master test is second week of September. That's your master test. Don't worry, I'll make it as easy as possible because we started late. I do understand. Okay? You know me. I always guide you over. Okay, I am helping you out. Don't worry. As long as you learn something out of our discussion. And that's it. Okay? Terminologies. Again, inform your parents that your books are compulsory, right? You really need your book. Okay? Since these presentations are patterned in your book. I am just here to facilitate your learning. Your book is your guide. Okay. I think I'll go for today, class. Please stand for the prayer. Question. Our Father, Lord, in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and give us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. And bring us to the test, but deliver us from evil. Thank you, goodbye, class. Again, arrange your chairs and take your seats. You wait for your next teacher.